Hello and welcome back to another episode of the News You Missed, the video game news show that seeks to recap all the big happenings in video game news this week that you might have missed. Today we're going to be talking about the Microsoft acquisition of Activision and Blizzard. We're also going to be discussing how Elden Ring allows hackers to take over your computer, and we have several Pokemon stories, including an FPS Pokemon that got taken down personally by the developers. So if that all sounds good to you, let's jump right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to start off by discussing that I still have PokeStuff 151. That's my YouTube channel dedicated to Pokemon stuff, and I have put out 2 Pokemon theories over there. If you guys have never heard these Pokemon theories and you're very interested in them, check them out. I think you'll be pretty entertained by that. And if you've still been looking for your Pokemon theory fix, there's plenty more over there as well. I want to move right along in Pokemon Legends, and a lot of people who've already had access to it say that it is exhilarating at times and surprisingly difficult at other times. This leads me to be a little bit worried because of my age. I'm an aging man, and I served my time in the military and took a lot of hits to the head, among other things in combat, which reduced my reflexes, and it's not very easy for me to play games which require quick button presses and combos. So I'm a little bit concerned about the difficulty of this game. Hopefully it won't be too difficult, and I'm extremely excited, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the show when I decide to stream this day one it comes out. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to move forward to a different open world game. The Pokemon Company set its sights on YouTube videos of fan-made Pokemon FPS. Now, I saw the video of this, and this is really fucked up, okay? I'm not saying that the person can't make what they want to make. I'm not saying that at all. But it is literally an FPS game where you are shooting Pokemon dead. This is some fuck shit right here. And again, don't get me wrong, you know, we've seen it in episodes where Pokemon trainers have guns and shit like that, but this was fucked up to watch. Regardless, I still think it should be allowed to exist, but it's been taken down. I actually retweeted a video about it, and the video is now not allowed to be played because of copyright dispute, so that sucks. Pokemon Legends Arceus preload file size has been revealed for the Switch, which is around 6 gigabytes, but the thing is, you have to realize that there's going to be updates, so it'll probably end up being like 7 or 8 by the end, and if you include DLC, it'll probably be a lot more. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, wow, only 6 gigabytes, you know, we have games that are almost 100 gigabytes, and they're huge, but Vice City alone is 1.5 gigabytes, and San Andreas was about 4.56 gigabytes, so if that gives you an idea of the map size, plus those over in Japan have a lot of experience with compression tools and are very, very good at compressing the sizes of things and uncompression. Speaking of GTA, the physical version of the GTA Trilogy on the Nintendo Switch will come out February 11th. That means, yes, you can play Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Grand Theft Auto 3, and San Andreas on a Nintendo console. Insane. It only took over 25 years. Xbox Studio Rare immensely pleased about Banjo-Kazooie's arrival on Switch. I'm sure they would be. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, Banjo-Kazooie is available for the N64 online expansion pack, and also it's coming up that Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask is going to be available in February for those who own the expansion pack as well. If you've never played Majora's Mask, well, I don't know what you've been doing. You've been living under a rock, but it is an intensely difficult game that requires a lot of time management and problem solving skills. If you've never played it, it's a real treat, and I strongly suggest you try it out if you like Ocarina of Time. And also, speaking of Ocarina of Time, Nintendo is updating the Switch's N64 emulator to try and fix the graphical errors in Ocarina of Time. So they've kind of fixed the water temple so far, but I'm sure there's going to be other fixes. If you want to look at it, you can take a look and see what they're actually doing. But yeah, emulators are never going to be 100% true to the original, but they're going to be pretty good, and it's playable. That's all that matters. Lunar New Year, new Lunar Xbox. Check this out for your chance to win this really sick Xbox One S. I really like the skin job that they did to it. Halo Infinite Infinite's multiplayer will let players earn credits in its Season 2 Battle Pass that they will be able to use in the in-game shop to buy items, cosmetics, and even a new Battle Pass. Destiny 2 kind of does something like this, as well as Call of Duty Mobile. You can get these credits, and they're very sparse and sparing, but you can still get them to get store things that you would normally have to pay money for, so that's very good for Halo players. Xbox boss Phil Spencer talks about Activision's buyout. He's very wary about Apple, Google, and Facebook entering gaming. He states that Nintendo's not going to do anything that's going to be damaging gaming in the long run because that's the business they're in, and Sony is the same, and I trust them, but he doesn't trust Apple, Google, or Facebook. He also spoke about letting Activision Studios work on a variety of franchises from Activision's vaults. So there's a lot of games in Activision's vaults that Microsoft owns now, and they're going to permit Activision to develop those games, so I'm very, very excited for that. Call of Duty could move away from an annual release model, as high-level Activision Blizzard employees are reportedly calling for the move. That's not Phil Spencer saying that, just the employees, so that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But again, Microsoft owning the company is only going to be good things going forward after the Blizzard scandal. And Sony has responded to Microsoft's acquisition of Activision, saying that they expect Microsoft to continue to ensure that the current contracts are honored and Activision games are released on its platforms, which absolutely are. That has been stated also. Phil Spencer talked about that and used very specific wording to state that the current contracts will be honored. That means whatever is in-house right now will be honored, but in the future, I seriously doubt that Microsoft and Xbox are going to be working with Sony so tightly. And after the buyout, Sony's market value dropped $20 billion. That's a lot of money. So again, yeah, some people are like, buy the dip, but it'll be a long time before that goes up. Microsoft now owns Activision Blizzard, but they also own King Studios, which is Candy Crush, and the mobile division. Microsoft really doesn't have a strong foothold in the mobile games market, so I really do think that played a massive part in the buyout of Activision Blizzard. PlayStation's creator says he finds the VR headsets annoying and that he can't see the point of the metaverse, at least the metaverse. I'm sure he can see the point of VR video games, but the metaverse is a little bit different. It's like back in the day with PlayStation Home, but with a VR headset. The metaverse is a complete and total joke, but I do believe in the future we're going to see something like Ready Player One or Sword Art Online. I am 100% in the belief that we will have a VR space like Second Life, but much more realistic, and there will be an economy there for people who will produce things for that VR environment. So that's what I can see from it. I don't understand why the creator can't see that. Now, in terms of gaming, I'm sure that's going to be the future, but how long into the future? I might not even see it in my lifetime. At this point in time, we're like babies crawling, so yeah, give it another 100 years and maybe we'll be there, right? So this is a big story I wanted to talk about: remote code execution. It's an exploit that has been discovered in Dark Souls games, and the developers have urged players to stay away from them until they're fixed, especially the PC versions, as it allows hackers to run scripts on users' PCs, ultimately allowing them to take complete control of your computer. This applies to Elden Ring as well, so you must be very, very careful with Dark Souls currently. Obviously, they're going to be patched out and they're going to be fixed in the future, but currently this is a serious problem, so be cautious out there, PC players. The new studio by Yakuza creator has been officially announced. Nagoshi will obviously serve as the CEO, and it's basically called Nagoshi Studio, so yeah. And the other 8 founding members were all part of Sega and RGG Studios before, so maybe we'll see more Yakuza support. So once again, there's lots of articles talking about clickbait and stuff like that. Overwatch 2 developer sheds light on why it's taking so long, you know, stuff like that. When you see these clickbait articles that apply to Activision Blizzard or even King Studios and Candy Crush and stuff like that, just know that it's literally just the former CEO's mismanagement. Bobby Kotick's mismanagement. That's all it is. You don't need to click the article, just know that it was the former CEO. And finally, to close out this week's news you missed, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga has been announced, and on top of that has led to extensive crunch times at TT Games. So crunch times over Lego Star Wars? Are you kidding me? Well, obviously they're not. I don't believe that they're lying, but man, that's wild. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the news you missed. If you did, make sure to like and share the video. It really helps. Click that subscribe button, stay up to date with video game news, and and I will see you guys in the next one. As always, good gaming, God bless, and thanks for watching.